Hopefully I'm not mute now. I just put my mic back on. We have meditation starting at 8 o'clock. So I'm just letting everybody get ready and get the document downloaded. And yeah, I'm just waiting for everyone to show up. For those of you just joining, if you want to download the documents and wait till 8 o'clock, we're going to start meditating and we'll do some journaling and goal setting for the week. Hi, Petey baby. Hi. Let's see if this mic works. Oh, okay. All right, so we will soon be starting our Sunday Sips meditation and journaling session. If you're just joining, I've commented a PDF that you can download, and then you can follow along with me while we journal. Although I will be reading off from it, so you don't have to download it. Today's episode is about blooming and spring and growth. Here is what the PDFs do look like. They're just fun little pictures. It's nothing crazy. There's a couple worksheets in there that you can print off if you wanted and check off some things from a list. I'm adding to it every week as I think of things. So just comment if you have any ideas for me or anything that you would like to see me add to these worksheets. And I think next Sunday, I will probably do a half hour of yoga before we start our meditation and our journaling. So if you'd like to join for that as well, I might be doing that. We've got less than 5 minutes until we start. So if you would like to, grab yourself a cup of hot tea, light a candle, get cozy on the floor or a couch, maybe just in your bed. And we will just be meditating and journaling and talking about the upcoming week and the upcoming season. If you're just joining, we only have a couple minutes left until we begin our meditation and our journaling. You can pour yourself a cup of hot tea or light a candle, set the ambiance, and get comfortable. It will probably be around a half hour, so not too long. And I was telling the others who are watching that I might begin doing yoga next week for maybe a half hour before we begin our meditation. All right, just one more minute and then we will begin. If you're with me currently, just get settled in and maybe soften the eyes or just start closing them. Start breathing into your body. All right, I am going to begin today's Sunday Sips. Welcome. If you're here with me, I've been telling everybody before I began, I have poured myself a pot of tea. I have my journal ready. I lit some Palo Santo. If you'd like to do some of the same, maybe light a candle and get yourself cozy. You can sit on the floor. I'm sitting on a bolster. You could use a pillow. You can just lay on the couch if you want to. You don't have to do anything special. We're just going to be breathing and talking about the upcoming week. So today's episode is about spring and renewal and growth. Um, and that will be the whole theme. If you have any themes you would like for any upcoming episodes or anything you'd like me to discuss, feel free to comment or email me. My website is bloomyogaloft.com. Um, and yeah, I'm always available to talk. So let's get settled as we begin our meditation today. Closing the eyes or just softening them. Starting to breathe your awareness into your body. Starting to feel if you might be holding any tension, any stuck energy the throughout your chakras. Begin deepening the breath down into the belly and exhaling a bit longer each time. Start to notice any lingering thoughts, anything that might not be serving you today, that might not be good for your growth. Just let it go. Let it go with every exhale. Breathing your awareness now to your third eye chakra, a little north of the center of your eyebrows. Start to open this space, clearing any thoughts, and just allow the breath to come here. Imagine that you are at the doorway to your third eye and you are entering a forest of all of your thoughts and emotions. Picture what this might look like. Is it clear? Is it beautiful? Is it dark and scary? Is it warm, cold? Has it been traveled much? Is there a well worn path that you can follow? Breathe in deep. Notice how this smells. Can you smell flowers? Maybe water? Smell grass? How does this place make you feel? Are you excited to travel this path? Are you nervous for what you might find? And maybe you're comfortable with it and you've been down here a million times and you know it like the back of your hand. As you enter this forest, start to notice the color of any flowers, any light trickling through the leaves of the trees. Notice any sounds. As you begin to travel deeper down this path, start to clear any passageways that may be blocked off with thoughts that are stuck, lingering emotions that you haven't cleared. On your inhale, just breathe in all the light that surrounds you. And on your exhale, this path will clear. As you continue down here on your journey, continuing to clear any stuck energy, any negative emotion or anything that you see that you would like to clear and clean out of your personal forest. You can rearrange everything how you like. This is your sacred inner temple. We want to make this a space that we know and that is beautiful and that reflects our true inner thoughts and emotions, not how we present to the world sometimes. And as you come to the end of this path, you notice a little cove that's got crystal clear water. The sun is trickling in, sparkling off the waves, rippling. There's a tall waterfall spilling down from the treetops. You can't even see where it starts. You can feel the mist of the cool water hitting you as you arrive at this place, knowing that you've just created a clear conscious for yourself to begin your next day. And as things start to build up here, just know that you can always clear them from your path. You can always rearrange things to what you need them to be. There are no rules. This is your mind, it is your forest, and your emotions, your thoughts. And as you sit down next to this cove, you dip your feet in, noticing how cool the water is and how wonderful it feels on your feet. You feel completely refreshed. You feel ready to travel back out and make sure that you don't allow your forest to get covered. Allow the paths to stay cleared and open, sunny and lit. You start to drift off here, knowing that you can always come back to this place when you need to. Starting to blink the eyes open, maybe wiggle the fingers and toes, bringing awareness back into the body now. Coming out of this meditation, I will just read a passage that I wrote. Flowers don't bloom because everything is perfect. They bloom through the darkness because they seek the light. They soak up Earth's resources and turn it into energy, and we are just the same. There are parts of you that may have been buried, frozen, forgotten. Maybe you've forgotten what it feels like to feel alive, really alive, not just going through the motions, but living mindfully and with intention. But just like nature, you are wired for renewal. Your body remembers how to turn towards the sun and bloom under its powerful energy. It's okay if blooming feels uncomfortable or vulnerable. Maybe you're still unsure of what your path even is. You don't owe anyone a finished version of yourself, and you're not on anyone's timeline. Flow with the cycles of your own life. Let the spring season be your guide and allow yourself to find even the smallest speck of light where you're currently planted. If you downloaded the journal prompts with me, I'm going to move through that next. So, for our reflecting category, if you haven't been here with me before, I divide my journal up into 4 sections, 4 different aspects of life to focus on and to set new goals and intentions. Um, so, the first one is the reflecting section, and it's what did I release last week, physically, mentally, and emotionally, that created space for something new? I'll give you guys a second to write your responses to yourself. Feel free to share them in the comments if you want to share them with our fellow watchers. Sorry, I haven't been reading the comments. Hi. Our next section is gratitude. So, what am I grateful for currently that feels like a breath of fresh air in my life? And if you're just popping in, I commented a link to the PDF for the journaling that I'm doing. If you'd like to follow along or maybe print it out just to keep for yourself, there's a couple checklists in there that you can follow for the week, some different goal type of things to accomplish. Um, and I'll move on now to our spiritual section. What parts of myself am I ready to awaken or reclaim? And then finally, we have our expansion section. What beliefs about myself have I outgrown, and what new truths am I stepping into? All right. So now that we've gone through our journaling, you can again find that if you're just hopping in here now, you can find that in the comments. This week's mindful action is set aside an hour of time one day this week to have a releasing ritual. Take a bath, get a face mask, paint your nails, do anything during this hour that will aid in shedding any stagnancy in your daily routine and give yourself a refresh. And then I also have a little self care checklist on this PDF that you can try to check off just three small little tasks for the week. It will help start to build trust in yourself if you set goals for yourself that are even just super small, like drink a glass of water. The more that you do those things, you're building trust in yourself as a person. So it's really good to start getting in these habits of just doing small little things for yourself throughout the day. And then I did include a little prompt at the end. It's a little letter that you can write to yourself from your future self 1 year from today. Um, you can describe what you've overcome, who you've become, what you've created, and how you feel in your mind, body, and spirit. And what, after you write down these things, try to come up with steps that you can take to become that version of yourself. That way, in 1 year's time, you will be that much closer to becoming the person that you want to align with in your life. And there is a fun little recipe in there for those of you who do download the PDFs. It's a delicious coconut cloud smoothie. Um, And I will leave you with one last quote. Spring doesn't ask you to bloom, it just reminds you that you can. Thank you to all of you who have joined today. And I truly hope you can take some of this with you. I hope you can download some of these, maybe check some of those goals off of your list. And I will see you next Sunday. Thank you. Bye.